Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new workspace. Today's video I'm going to do my what sold, but I also want to show you what I have changed in my workspace to make it more functional, easier to work with, better for filming. So I'm not always you're not always seeing my back because I'm talking to you. I just think this is going to be a much better workflow, and I think it can give some good tips if you're starting out or wanting to rearrange your workspace to give some ideas. I do want to do it as a twofer because sales were awful this weekend. I definitely put more focus into this rearranging, organizing than I did into listing. So of course the business is going to take a hit when I do that. I completely understand it and I can't be mad about it. I've got 7 items going out this weekend. And if it wasn't for one that was a doozy, I wouldn't have even broke $500 on the entire weekend. So I do have one doozy of a sale, 7 items total for a gross profit just under $800. So let's dive in and show you what sold over the weekend. This one actually sold technically this morning. But because sales were so low, I'm going to throw it in here just because it is a little low. Garfield, it's actually technically a garage sale, but she purchased it at my local thrift, and it actually had the price up here for $1. I tried to wipe it off, but instead it took part of the packaging off. But it's what it is. It's still sold. It is brand new, old stock, Garfield bag clip. He sold for $45. I paid $10 for a bag of, I think there was 4 things in there. So she was kind of the middleman. She bought them for $1 a piece, resold them for $10 for the bag, and now I'm the middleman selling it to the next guy. I'm totally fine with that. I still got it as a great deal. I'm going to say a $5 cost of good because I know this was the best item in that bag. But old Garfield, obviously that is hot stuff. And my thrift store had a bunch of it. There was a serious collector that had donated everything, or maybe they passed away. I don't know, but it all ended up there and I loved it. Loved it. There was so many plush. It was a Garfield paradise. So as you can already see, this layout, isn't it much better? You have to let me know down in the comments because before I had my laptop on this side. So I was constantly doing that as you're staring at my back. That's not very efficient. So we've scooted the laptop over, and now I can talk, I can look, I can see you all in one space. You don't see my desk probably as much because the computer's probably blocking, but I hold everything up. So we should be good there. All right, we've got a Verizon wireless home phone. I paid $7. Must have been a garage or an estate sale. I don't remember where. But it sold for $16. Drum roll. Obviously, would not buy this again. It was probably part of a sale. That's why it was down so low. It's what it is. This was a fast flip. I got this on Thursday. There is another bin store in Tucson that I hit maybe once a month, if that. And I only go on Thursdays because that is their dollar day, while my main bins is closed on Thursday for restocking. So I head over there, and it's usually stuff for the kids. Like I got these little, here, I'll just show you. I mean, it's going to be a short video anyway. All right, let me just show you a couple of the fun things that I grabbed at that dollar day. We got a soccer ball. Yeah, it needs aired up, but it was $1. Kids are going to love that. Couple things for my daughter to keep in kind of like a prize pack. These are the things I like to find on dollar day at my normal bins, is things that we put away in a closet and pull it out as rewards for the kids. If I say like, okay, you need to get over 50% on your spelling test this week, and if you do, I'll get you a prize. Or my 4-year-old does something he's supposed to do, give him a prize. Like, I'm very big on parental prizes and reward systems to encourage good behavior. And these are great little things. So my daughter had a dance competition this weekend. She did amazing. And where she really shined was the whole day around it. We had to go up to Phoenix. It was a 2-hour drive up. She did amazing. And then we had a full day with family. We had things before and after, and her behavior was just top notch. So for a 9-year-old to expect that, I was pretty happy with that. So she definitely already got one of these. It's a little pop-up plush. I don't know. Kids love surprises, so that's what that was. My son got this little Ghostbusters guy. I don't know. I think he's supposed to make noise. Probably needs batteries, but he was $1. That's going to go in the prize box. And a couple movies. This guy is actually going to be resell. It's a Dragon Ball Z DVD set. Yeah, the box is a little beat up, but I think it was worth about $20-25 if I'm remembering. And then Man of Steel Blu-ray. This was just going to be a personal collection. So, I mean, dollar days at these bins are great fun for things like that. And then this Story Dreams is one that I picked up, and I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I was having the idea of keeping it for my son, but he has a Tony, I think it's called. Super cool invention if you've got young kids. It's kind of like this. It's a storybook, but there's these little Tonys that go on top of it, kind of like this little guy, and it reads the stories to them. It has songs, it can have stories, it can have Bible stories, it can have fully customizable, put whatever content you want on it. So I think this is kind of the original idea of that Story Dream Machine. But it's just 3 stories and 1 character, and then a storage case for them. So they actually need this little, the actual show and play thing. So it was $1. I mean, it was $1. So it sold for $24. Not a huge flip, but when I got it with the intention of possibly keeping it before I did research on what it actually was, selling it for almost $25 when I paid $1. I'm happy with it. And I think I did plus shipping. All right, we've got a Kindle. This is a 6th generation. This is the only one I will resell. There are ones, write this down in your little notes. The ones with the keyboards are no longer supported. I found one this weekend for $2. And I had to remind myself, Jennifer, do not buy it. They do not support them anymore. And they are basically a paperweight. So these newer ones, however, this is the one that I personally have. I think paper white, right? White, right? This is maybe a 1 generation older than the one I have. But anyways, 4 gigabyte Kindle. I paid $10 and it sold for $60. These ones definitely hold their value and they are still supported by Amazon. All right, we've got a vintage coach. This was an estate sale where they had so many things overpriced. But this one, I went ahead and paid up on. I paid $20 for it. And it is legit. It is old. It's got the little numbers inside. I Googled all the numbers. The quality is there. The feel is there. It is genuine. It is real. And it is definitely older. And it is a portfolio. We called it a wristlet document portfolio clutch bag. Don't try to say that 3 times fast. Sold for $75. I had it listed at $100, but I took an offer, $75, and I paid $20 at this sale. We've got a camera. This was a hot one. I paid $5. I forget where, if it was an estate or a garage sale. $5, and this guy, is this him? Yep. He has a bunch of his little memory cards, so that added value. I fully tested it. I think it's a AA one, right? Asking myself, yeah. A AA. Is it a point and shoot? I don't know if you really call it that. It's a digital camera. But I love the ones that are AA rather than the rechargeable batteries because 99% of the time, they don't have the charger. So these being a AA, I could just pop those in, test it out. It worked flawlessly, good condition, and this bad boy sold for $123. Yeah, I paid $5 for it. But if you're ready to fall out of your seat, check out this next sale. But before I show you, make sure down in the description, I have a link to a free gift. It is a BOLO list. BOLO means be on the lookout. It is a list that I've comprised of top brands, top items to look for in your eBay business. If you're just starting out or you want to get some ideas of more brands, that is yours for free down in the description. Download it. Thank you very much. All right, guys, drum roll. A Scotty Cameron putter. Scotty Cameron, you guys. Okay, this is the unicorn of all golf clubs. Rarely do I ever see these out in the wild. I've seen it one time, and they wanted $200 or so for it at a garage sale. Reason they asked so much is because it is worth so much. This bad boy, I almost fell out of my chair. I found this at they called it an estate sale. It's kind of a pop-up garage sale. I was down in Tubac, which is south of me, probably about 40 miles. 30, 40 miles from the border. And it's the cutest little artisan town. They've got a golf resort. It's like just so cute, so fun, and very, very expensive. So I was down there at one estate sale. I think I found one thing down there, but around the corner was a pop-up sale. I love that, where you're just driving down the road and you see a bright pink sign, you flip around and hit it. That's what I did. I ran over here and they had a golf bag of clubs, random clubs. I'm looking through this bag and I'm seeing there's some Titleist, there's some Callaway, but they're old drivers. Old, not worth very much, maybe 30 bucks. So I asked him how much for the golf clubs. And he said, oh, the whole bag. I'm like, all right, maybe, but what do you got for it? He says $100 for the whole bag of clubs. So I'm thinking on it. I'm him and I'm Han. Meanwhile, these clubs have, I don't have it over here, a head cover on it. It looked like a hummingbird. I don't know, just some dinky little head cover on it. And I said, the ones I'm interested in, there was a set of, let me grab it. These. Okay, so these are a ladies set. I don't have them listed yet. That's why they were on that side. They are a Callaway Fusion wide sole ladies set. This 5 is the one that's the most worn. The rest of them are in such good condition. Grips are nice. They're a ladies club. They're a Callaway. I mean, they're a no-brainer. So I said, okay, how much for just the irons? And he said, we'll make an offer. So I'm thinking he wanted $100 for all of them. He's thinking the drivers are worth the most. So I said, how about 40 bucks? He was fine. He's like, yeah, sounds good. So I get all those irons and then I start peeking under the rest of those head covers. And like I said, they're the drivers that weren't worth much. And then I took one of the covers off of the small one, the putter, and I saw Scotty Cameron. So I asked him, like, okay, how much to throw in the putter with it? And I said, would you do 50 with the putter? That's what I said. And he said, yeah. He said, yeah. I paid $10 for a Scotty Cameron putter. I can't emphasize that enough. I thought I was going to fall over. I had to practice my poker face like never before. This putter sold overnight. Like I listed it. When did I get it? I got it on Thursday. No, I got it on Friday. Listed it Saturday and it sold. No, listed it Friday night and it sold on Saturday. Less than 24 hours later for full asking price of $330. Wow. $10 into $330. This is why we resell. This is why. Right here. So these have not sold. I got to get them listed. But I do want to, I want to get them cleaned up a little bit. This one was already super clean. Those, I'm going to take some Dawn Power Wash. Those do amazing on clubs. Just spray it on there, leave it for about a minute, rinse it off, and they are just shiny, brand new. All right, my friends. So I want to show you what I've done to my workspace. Let me go ahead and move the camera so you have a better view, and let's do a tour. All right, so I've packed up all the orders, and now I wanted to show you a quick tour of what I've been working on in my office. So right behind me, this is where I was always filming, and my computer was next to me, but anytime I was going to look at the camera, you'd see my back. So I was always talking away from the camera. It was just not a good situation. So first thing we did was wall mount this TV. That was absolute game changer. It's on a swivel mount, so I can take it out, get my cables, which technically I keep the cables attached to it. So I've got the AV cables and I've got an HDMI already attached. I'll just leave that there. So therefore, when I test any video games, I can do it there. I have mounted my tablet. I enjoy watching YouTube videos while I work. So I wanted that off the counter to clear up the space so I have room to work. And then I moved the computer mount over here. So now I've got all this space to work and the computer is up and out of the way. And then as you saw earlier, when I'm looking at the computer to get my numbers and I'm looking back at the camera, you're not talking to my back. So let me know. I think this is a much, much better setup. So that's my listing, testing, working station. And then the other big overhaul is going to be my photo station. I'm going to step on this side, give you a quick tour. So these are the shelves from Sam's Club. I've ordered the ones from Amazon and they're much smaller. So these guys, it was on sale for $100 at Sam's Club. So I got one of those and then we made this middle shelf the biggest shelf that we could. So over here you can see, like, if we space it, I get all my banker boxes, but I didn't want that. I wanted to purposely make this a photo booth. I forget who it was. I think it was Texas Mom's Closet, Christy, that did this in her office. And it blew me away. Like, what a no-brainer. Because before, I just had just an IKEA table that it wasn't productive. I had all this space above it that I couldn't use. Below it, I was just using for storage, and it was just a hot mess. So now it's a much, much better space. So starting out, I've got this light was a garage sale find, so I can't even put a link to what this light is. But anytime I can find LED lights for cheap, I grab them. It was either a garage sale or a thrift store. I don't remember, but I only paid a few bucks for it and knew it would have a use eventually. And then I recycled a lot of my other stuff. So this meshy stuff that's on the side, that is from my old photo booth. It's from Walmart, but I did put it in the description in my link in bio, or my link tree is a link to my Amazon associates. I don't know what they call it, but to an Amazon storefront to show you the things that I do have in here, including some of this mesh and including the lights that are on the other side. They're just LED lights and we just have them kind of mounted in a weird way, but it does the job. These are just zip tied up. And then Amazon bins, I found this Neewer light. It's just an LED light, changes colors, but I just want it on white. And it just lightens up that space even more. The back is literally just poster board. This paper is from Michaels. You can find all kinds of different patterns. I like the look of that faux wood. So when I'm taking a picture or something, I get my item and I can take better pictures. It's really good lighting. And if it's a big item, I can take it as tall as I need to. All right. So now my second favorite part about this is this underneath storage. All right. Let's come down here. We're going to start off. Why don't you come down a little bit? Okay. So we're going to start off. This is just a recycled box. It had wrapping paper from U-Haul. I now buy my wrapping paper from Walmart, and I just reuse this box for it. So then next to it, I have stacked my jumbo polys. These are those 24 by 24s. And then below it is just some postal flat rate envelopes. This was a big hack. I was trying to figure out what to do with all of my bags. Because I have different sizes, I have different styles. So I just used a tote and organized it by size. So the biggest ones are at the bottom. Before, I mean, it was just a cobbed up mess. This tote is all my recycled poly mailers. So honestly, I grab from here before I grab any of my new stuff. These are the ones that are recycled from Amazon that friends and family have saved for us. Then these little bins were a bins find. They were like $5 a day, and there's 5 of them. I'm only using 3 right now. But here's how I did this, was putting my padded mailers in here. So I've got the jumbo padded, which actually fit perfectly in this long box. This one, I've got the smaller padded mailers. And this guy over here, I've got my flat rate priority mailers. So I am loving this space. Ugh, stand up. And then above, you'll see just more storage. I can start putting some more stuff up here. I can put some boxes, more polys if I need to. And just, it's a lot more space. And then I did clean up back here. You can see, I know I've talked about this before, but I do inventory with a letter number system. So I've got like A1, B1, and a few others. It's completely random. There's no rhyme or reason to what's in each box. It's just if it fits, it sits, and that's where it goes. The shelves back there, those are the Amazon shelves. So they are, I only get two boxes, two banker boxes on those, where these Sam's Club ones, I get 3 banker boxes and space for thinner stuff. So, all right, that is a quick tour of everything that I've been working on. If you like this, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's anything else, any other videos that you guys want to see. And hopefully the GoPro records this because we've been having issues. I did send out the GoPro 12, the brand new one, got sent out for warranty work to GoPro. They covered it. So we're recording this now on the 10, but then the memory card is acting up. So just technology. That's just part of our demons right now. All right. Well, I am going to call it a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.